And we're back. Just like the Five Musketeers.
Three Musketeers, isn't it? Well, nobody knows how many there were, really, do they?
You do know that the Three Musketeers is a fiction, right? Written by Alexander Dumas.
A lot of people are saying that about the Bible these days.
What, that it was written by Alexander Dumas?
Don't be daft, Steve. It was written by Jesus.
Are we there yet?
Let's do this!
They haven't seen each other in 20 years.
I'm free to do what I want.
But tonight, they're returning to their hometown.
Ends again, the end to the Cornetto trilogy. Now, my excitement going to the World's End was just highly because I love the whole team. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Edgar Wright, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and now the World's End. And of course I loved Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, even though that didn't do very well. But anyway, Shaun of the Dead I love, Hot Fuzz I absolutely love. I just don't know which ones to pick. I love them both so much. Great comedies, great writing, and great acting. Love them too. So of course, going into the World's End, everyone is just high expectations, like me. So going into the World's End, I was like, okay, I don't want to go too high and then let it go down. But I just thought, let's just go in. I want to laugh. I want to have a good time, and I just want to see Simon Pegg and Nick Frost back on the big screen. So, how is the World's End? Is simply fantastic. Simply, just one word to sum up the World's End. Fantastic. The World's End, basically this time around the World's End, you have Simon Pegg again, Nick Frost again, and Edgar Wright directing and write, and then you have also Rosamund Pike and Matthew Freeman, and a bunch of other people in this movie. Basically, the plot of the World's End is 5 friends from 20 years ago. Basically, they tried to do a pub crawl, which didn't go very successfully. I believe it was 7 pubs, and I think it's 5 or 7 pubs. Basically, it's a pub crawl where they go from one pub all the way to the World's End, which they did not make in the 20 years ago. So basically, Simon Pegg is recruiting all of his friends again to do this pub crawl and go back into his hometown and again run into a Rosamund Pike. And also, the town's different. You know what's happening in the town when they come back in their hometown. Basically, some new stuff happen. What's going on? You have to wait to see the film. Well, the trailer explained it. But yeah, anyway. The World's End is simply fantastic. The acting, I just couldn't believe how fantastic it was. The dramatic parts of this movie, Simon Pegg just acts them really, really surprised. Even though I knew he could do it, but I just wanted him as a comedy, not really dramatic type. But in this movie, he just really showed it. He really proved it to me that he can do more than just comedy, and he's just absolutely fantastic. And of course, Nick Frost, even though he plays like a different role, a completely different role from like Shaun of the Dead to Hot Fuzz, he just knocks out of the park again. You know, Nick Frost, and every time you just see them two on the screen, you just smile. You just can't help but smile. Nick Frost, great. Matthew Freeman, The Hobbit, great. You know, all these new faces, just great. The big question, of course, is it funny? Yes. Not even just funny, it's highly entertaining. You're never ever bored in this movie. It's the same style of Edgar Wright. I love those like zoom shots of like, you know, when the pour the beers like and it's just I love those kind of shots with the use of the camera. And I absolutely love the jokes in this movie. They're so funny. Since I'm from England, lived in England, been in England, lived there for a few years, and it's just the jokes where it's like, I don't want to say what that is, but it's just it's involving like the pubs, and it's just so true. It's just so true. You know what I'm talking. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. It's just so true. But this movie, I just can't. Oh, it's just so entertaining. It's just great to see both of them back again. And what really kind of worried me going in, I thought maybe this would be like a bit of just a copy of Shaun of the Dead. You know, even though it's a different plot, but you know, again, zombies, and then here you kind of get aliens kind of thing. It's kind of something like that, right? And completely wrong. This movie is completely different to Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. Has the same style, has the same kind of, you know, writing and all that, but very different from both other two. And out of all three, I can't pick from one. They're each individually just great movies, great stories, great characters, great great characters. That's what I loved about this movie. They not one character is just, you know, shying away from the screen. Not one character is always behind. It's not always a Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. That's what you're here for. No, each character gets a backstory. Each character you feel for. That's what I loved about the writing of this movie. It never left one character out. Even if you just see one character, it explains how they know them, what the relationship is like them, with which one of them. That's what I absolutely loved about this movie. It's just the writing of this movie, and of course Edgar Wright. Well done to you, my friend. Just great writing and great humor also kicked in there, and great dramatic, and the action sequences in this movie are pretty damn fantastic. He's directing Ant-Man, go ahead. The action scenes in this movie were pretty damn awesome, pretty damn cool. Not gonna lie, they were really, so yeah, again, the action sequences are just fantastic. Also get Pierce Brosnan in there as well, just saying what's up, you know. But yeah, it was really cool seeing Pierce Brosnan. And my complaints, let me just get over the goods. Again, the writing to the characters of this movie, you each care for every one of them, which I have mentioned. The writing of this movie is just fantastic. I love the humor, the story, where it leads up to. Nothing just gets left behind. Everything adds up to something, and that's what I absolutely loved. And just the jokes in this movie, the things, the journey they go through, just amazing. This movie is highly entertaining. This is probably one of the most entertaining movies of the summer. It's highly entertaining, great humor, really funny, and great drama. So you got everything you really want in a movie. You want the good acting, you want some in a comedy, of course. You want great comedy, you want a bit of drama, you want the character, you want to involve every character, you want to get the backstory, and that's what you get in this movie. And just the chemistry between the characters, it's like they've just known each other for all the time, and it's really great. And it's so funny how he gets all of them to do this prop crawl, and it's just really funny. My only complaints of the movie would probably be Rosamund Pike. I mean, she's a good actress. She's not hard to look at, of course. I bet everyone has the face she makes. That face she makes is just a bit annoying, and to be honest, she didn't bump the movie up. She was an important character to the movie, I guess. Again, explain her backstory, which again, as I mentioned, I love that every character you see, you know something about them, which I absolutely loved. But anyway, yeah, and her character, I liked her character. It's just that her acting was just meh, because, you know, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, all these other great actors right behind her, but then she's kind of just like. And when you see her on the screen, you're like, okay, can we go back to, yeah, Simon Pegg, cool. Yeah, but she was okay, and maybe the movie was a tad long, but nothing complaining. I was just thought, oh, okay, this long, just a tiny bit long, but hey, it's a Simon Pegg and Nick Frost movie. You don't get them all the time, so you have to enjoy it while you can, and this movie is just great. The World's End, I'm giving 4.5 out of 5. This is a quick review, but I just had to get it out there. Again, that's all you really need to know. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's got great humor, got great acting, got great drama, great acting. Again, Simon Pegg really surprised me in this movie, and I think everyone should go see this movie. Even if you hated Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, it is worth your money. 100% worth your money. It's one of the best movies of the summer, and I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5. That is my review of The World's End. It's an end to the Cornetto trilogy. I'm gonna go have a Cornetto now. But anyway, yeah. I have watched Kick-Ass 2, and I'm sorry for the late reviews. I haven't been doing videos in a while. I could just say, oh, I didn't have time. But of course everyone has not time. So I was a bit ill, but I'm really better now. And yeah, and I'm doing more reviews now. But yeah, that is my review of The World's End. Highly recommend it. Definitely, 100%. Check it out. Bye-bye. Again, 4.5 out of 5. Bye. See you guys later.